待て、あそこにいるのってイエランじゃないか？友達とお茶会か？絶好のタイミングだな。挨拶しに行かないのか？
お疲れ様。これでもう全員捕まえたはずよね、エドラー捜査官。こっちでの任務が終わるまであと数日あるし、自分へのご褒美に少し休んでいったら？
お気遣いありがとう、イエランさん。このところずっと忙しくて死ぬかと思った。拠点が13カ所もあるなんて放蕩いたちかよって感じだよね。あんまりぞろぞろ人が出てくるもんだから何かの間違いじゃないかと思っちゃった。でもまあ経済班たちを一網打尽にできてよかったよ。これから行営層に行ってエンジニアの友達と久々に会う予定なんだ。
そう、出立亭のみんなにお茶やお菓子のお土産を持って帰ってあげたら？
イエラの友達行っちゃったぞ。挨拶しようと思ってたのに。
二人とも奇遇ね。ほら座って。店主、一番上質な雲来の白毫をちょうだい。茶器も2セットお願い。さっき盗み聞きをしてた二人に興味があるって顔ね。
盗み聞き？どういうことだ？他に人がいたのか？
盗み聞きだけじゃないわ。おそらくエドラー捜査官を尾行して私たちの行動ルートを把握しようとしているはずよ。
わかったぞ。イエランは犯罪者を追ってるんだな。あいつらお前たちを尾行しようだなんて大した度胸だな。
これくらいリスクを顧みない奴らじゃないと私の相手にふさわしくないでしょ。本当は同業者に手柄を譲ってゆっくり休むつもりだったんだけど。モラロンダリング、つまり資金洗浄よ。額は十数桁に上るわ。
モラロンダなんだっていうか十数桁っていくらなんだ？
簡単に言うと、あるフォンテーヌの商人が不法に手に入れたモラを大量に所有していたの。フォンテーヌの法執行機関であれば、それがどうやって得たモラなのか簡単に特定できてしまう。 だから彼はモラを合法的なものに変換する必要があった。そこで商人はある方法を思いついた。高価な美術品を競売に出すのよ。各地で買い集めた品々をフォンテーヌに運び込み、美しい美術品と偽って高値をつける。そして競売で自らそれを競り落とし、不法に手に入れたモラで支払う。すると手数料を差し引いて手元に残ったモラがきれいになるというわけ。商人はこの手段で自分だけでなく他の犯罪者の資金洗浄も請け負うようになった。そうして彼はブラックマネーロードと呼ばれるようになったの。陳緑の谷の品は値段が手頃な上、精巧で歴史があるものが多いから狙われるのも無理ないわ。茶器、磁器、玉血、石彫り、どれも高価な美術品になりうる。でもリーウェイの品を利用した悪事を放置していたら、貿易に計り知れない損害を与えることになるわ。たまたま休暇でフォンテーヌに行っていただけなんだけど、そういうわけで仕事をする羽目になったの。
なるほど。イエランの説明ってわかりやすいな。つまり目くらましを使っただけで実際はお金を右から左に移しただけってことだな。でも犯行の手口がもう分かってるなら、それを手がかりに捜査すれば逮捕できるんじゃないのか。競売の会場で悪者を待ち伏せして、そいつがリーユへの品を買おうとした瞬間に捕まえるとか。
冴えてるじゃないパイモン。でも慎重さに欠けるわね。仮に君が黒幕だとして他の人たちが見ている中をわざわざ自分の足で動き回るかしら。
確かに誰かに見られるのはまずいよな。もしオイラが悪者だったら旅人をパシリに使うかも。いやいや、たとえオイラが悪者になっても こいつは悪者になったりしないはずだ。それならたくさん子分を雇って買い物や汚れ仕事を任せるとか。お、なるほど、そういうことか。おいらにも分かったぞ。たとえ問題の収集品を追跡できたとしても、黒幕のブラックマネーロードが競売に来ない限りこっちは何もできないってことだな。
競売への参加だけじゃないわ。国外からの購入、国内への輸送、そして出品者や競売主催側との連絡、全てが部下に任されている。取引に使われた収集品の追跡も一筋縄ではいかないわ。彼は様々な手段で美術品を転々とさせていて、取引の痕跡がかなり錯綜しているの。今のところはこのまま泳がせるのが一番合理的なやり方ね。カモフラージュをかいくぐりつつ、はっきりとした足跡が残る餌を使って裏にいるブラックマネーロードを引っ張り出す。それが最終目標よ。
てっきり仕事が終わったから気を抜いてたのかと思ったぞ。
やっぱり君には素質があるわね。少し前洗顔軍と連携してエドラー捜査官とブラックマネーロードの拠点を大量に潰したから、組織の人員はほぼ捕らえられたわ。さっきの2人はブラックマネーロードでも特に重要な代理人で、彼と直接連絡を取れる腹心たちよ。1人はフォンテーヌ骨董品協会で幹事をしているコーダー。主に競売に関する業務を担当している。もう1人はスメールの選手ドッタマーニ。長年貨物輸送業に携わっているわ。私たちはわざと彼らを見逃したの。慎重な彼らならきっとこの機会を無駄にせず、モラや荷物の処理に取り掛かるはずよ。彼らがエドラー捜査官を尾行するのもそのため。リーウェイにいる残りの部下が安全に荷物を移せるよう彼女の行動を確認しておきたいんでしょうね。彼らの不意をつくならエドラー捜査官に注意が向いている今だと思うの。どう？一緒に来てくれるかしら？今度は君がどんな才能を発揮してくれるのか楽しみだわ。
おう、こんな重大事件に出会ったら見て見ぬふりなんてできないぞ。イエランの力になれるだけじゃなくて陳玉の谷のみんなやリーウェイの経済を助けることにもつながるからな。
素晴らしい責任感だわ旅人パイモン。でも自分たちの利益も忘れないで。君たちにはフォンテーヌでいう最上級エージェントが危険な任務を遂行した場合と同等の報酬が支払われるはずよ。何事も最初が一番難しいものだけど、幸い手がかりはもうつかめている。ブラックマネーロードの組織はとても慎重なの。だから彼らの偵察活動を逆に利用する対偵察から始めるのがいいと思うわ。大体の予想はついているから、まずは北東に行ってそれを確かめてみましょう。そうね。まずはこの辺を調べてみましょうか。
局ここは普通の郊外だったのか？悪者の痕跡なんてどこにもなさそうだぞ。
もうすっかり役に入り込んでいるわね。最上級エージェントも顔負けだわ。現段階で必要なのは餌巻きに使う餌、つまりブラックマネーロードの収集品よ。人を探すよりも鍵となる品を見つけることの方が大事なの。そしてその品を見つけるには拠点の特定が不可欠。ここは視界が開けてると思わない？
確かにヒローフの港、遠くに浮かぶ船、それに塔まで見えるぞ。そういえばあの塔は何のためのものなんだ？
洗顔軍の灯台よ。普段は水域の見張りに使われている。光信号を送ることもあって通信手段としての役割も担っているわ。 予想してみて。外れても構わないわ。やっぱり君の勘は鋭いわね。陳玉の谷の重要な地域の治安を維持するため、千眼軍は毎日のように見回りの部隊を派遣している。ここの視界を利用して千眼軍の光信号を観察し、その行動パターンを予測できるようになれば、ブラックマネーロードの収集品を運搬する上で大いに役立つわ。だからこの辺りにブラックマネーロードの見張りが残した痕跡があるはずなの。
複雑すぎてオイラ全然ついていけないぞ。
とにかくこの総合映像記録機を使って周囲の調査と記録をお願い。入念に調べればきっと収穫があるはずよ。どう？準備はできたかしら？目立たない手がかりもたくさんあるからよく観察してみて。なかなかの収穫ね。 まず鍵が1本。重要な扉を開くためのものかしら。そしてたくさんの暗号が書かれた手紙。これは伝書鳩の通信筒に入っていたわ。
うわあ、本当に犯行に使った道具があったのか？あいつら、いい度胸だぞ。偵察中に洗顔軍に捕まって調べられたらどうしようとか考えないのか？
残っていたものから判断して、ブラックマネーロードの見張りは漁師になりすましている可能性が高いわ。肝が据わっているはずよ。静かな場所で休憩していただけだと主張されれば、洗顔軍も決定的な証拠がなければ一般市民を拘束して調べることはできない。
白を切る姿が目に浮かぶぞ。
痕跡はまだ新しかった。エドラー捜査官に捕まっていない見張りがまだいるってことね。調査中、相手に悟られないよう注意しましょう。ブラックマネーロードがここに見張りを置いていたという推測は正しかった。なら荷物を隠した拠点はどこに？君はどう思う？ 勘がいいわね。もうあまりヒントは必要なさそう。電書鳩の速さをもとに短時間で飛べる距離を計算し、ここを中心に円を描く。そして灯台から見える人通りが多い場所を除くと、
メイエン山の北の浅瀬か？
そこが一番怪しいわね。山に隠れた地形を利用できるし、まさに灯台元暮らしと言える最適な場所だわ。次の目的地も決まったし、早速出発しましょう。
見た感じ、ここもただの郊外みたいだけど。
怪しい痕跡を見逃さないでちょうだい。君たちを信じているわよ。今回の手がかりは前より分かりにくいかもしれないけど、準備はいいかしら？それじゃあ存分にあなたの洞察力を発揮してちょうだい。頼んだわよ。
の荷物が隠されてる拠点か。結構わかりにくかったな。
すごい手際の良さね。本当に驚いたわ。君が一人で事件を捜査する日もそう遠くなさそうね。それじゃあ見つけた鍵を使ってみましょう。何が待っているか楽しみね。洗顔群の見回りエリアに入ったからか、もう罠は設置されてなさそうね。こちらとしては好都合だわ。ここから先は私に任せてちょうだい。拠点に入った後は一切痕跡を残さないよう慎重に動かないと。調査中に敵と鉢合わせないよう外の見張りをお願いね。
おう、こんな仕事は初めてだけど、旅人なら絶対お前を守ってくれるはずだぜ。それもそうか。イエランのやつ、いつも抜け目ないからな。
これでよし。拠点内の時期、花瓶、茶葉の特徴は全て記録したわ。この特徴を目印にすれば競売で収集品を落札した買い手を追跡できる。
早い。やっぱ手慣れてるな。
そう焦らないで。フォンテーヌでは競売が頻繁に開催されているの。全部調べるとなると人手がいくらあっても足りない。私はこの近くに潜伏して見張りを続けながら暗号を解読してみるわ。犯人の2人が荷物を移動させたらそれ以降の競売に絞って調査を始めましょう。
わかった。なら今はとにかく待つしかないな。あいつらがボロを出したら痕跡をたどって黒幕を見つけ出す。あとはそいつをボコボコにしてやるだけだ。
エドラー捜査官もあの2人を行営層まで誘い出した後、彼らが立ち去るのを待って逆に尾行する手はずよ。この前あれだけ圧をかけたんだもの。焦って2日もしないうちに動き出すと思うわ。その頃になったらイローフの港近くで落ち合いましょう。あれから2日経っ
だかワクワクするぞ。手がかりを探して犯人を追いかけるのってこんな感じなんだな。
さあ、
時間通りね。いい心がけよ。拠点に潜伏した次の日、コーダーとドッタマーニは荷物を動かし始めたわ。あの船が見える？ドッタマーニが調達した貨物船よ。乗客まで乗せて偽装しているわ。
おお、結構でかいな。桟橋に荷物がたくさん積み上げられてるし、あれに乗ってルミドゥースハーバーに行く外国人も結構いるみたいだ。
よくそこに気がついたわね。飲み込みが早くて助かるわ。 あの二人はとても慎重だから、目をつけられていると知ったら、空っぽの船をルミドゥースハーバーに向かわせて、こちらの出方を伺うかもしれない。それに、捕まえた犯人の証言によると、邪智深き強者と呼ばれるベテラン強盗犯が、ブラックマネーロードと手を組んでいるらしいわ。邪智深き強者は秘密工作が得意なの。前回の調査で確信したんだけど、島で洗顔軍の信号を観測していた見張りは彼よ。私は邪智深き強者に気づかれないようこの辺りを見回っているから、君たちはその隙に荷物を調べて、できるだけ目立たないようにね。
おいらもできるだけ低く飛ぶようにするぞ。飛ぶのはこいつの肩より下だな。
準備はできたかしら？
All set? All right, we'll meet back up here once you're done.
So, no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their goods to Fontaine all in one go. But did you see the strange markings on some of them? Huh, wonder what they mean.
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too. We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days. The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint, almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech, like the forensic imaging device. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. And considering what we know about the case, I'd wager this is Scamface's handiwork. Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there. Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board, and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
Yeah! Let's see this thing through! Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourself so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani. So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they inspecting something? Why are they rifling through the boxes? Paimon can't make sense of it.
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's insignia. We might learn something useful. By all means. I trust your judgment. Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before, at Jiuguan Tea House in Yelan Wharf, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? You...
Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me too?
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without hearing about your legendary dice skills. I suppose something keeps bringing us together. A shared love of tea, perhaps?
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, you see. Any recommendations on where I should visit? Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction. I hear Fontainian black tea has a unique flavor. I imagine your tea sets are a sight to behold as well.
You...
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelan. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns this ship.
Yep. Yelan is actually talking to them. Are we sure that's a good idea? Then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together. And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read what it says. Yelan really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right? Well, what does it say? Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention. Okay, Yelan was right. This guy is a complete lunatic. on the deck. What about the cargo hold? Do we have enough time?
Already taken care of. Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
Yelan! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. It was your idea to board the ship, and we never would have been able to figure out that message without your cipher. Wait a sec. Where are Corday and Dodomani?
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. That must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen. Almost lost your cargo and your lives in one fell swoop.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world. I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. Resorting to murder like this. It's quite unfathomable.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumiduce Harbor. The two of you are clearly in need of protection. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday, just to eliminate any remaining hazards. After which, the Maison Gardiennage will escort it all to its intended destination, of course. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer, for an auction in 2 days.
Ah, then rest assured, the Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
Our sincerest thanks.
You scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan! Going right up to them like that? What if they caught on and decided to, try something desperate?
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now we've ensured that they will. So he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring down a potential conviction. At best, the dark financier has to find a new kind of money laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine. Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the dark financier.
Okay, that means, can we go over this again?
Don't worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language. We're in the home stretch, and taking advantage of this auction is crucial. So come prepared to see this through. Officer Edler already has an informant stationed at the scene. This invitation letter will get you into the auction. I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
Alright, time to meet back up with Yelan. Our destination? A very important auction at the Hotel de Boer. This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme.
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little nervous. But we gotta keep it together. This is our best chance to catch these guys. Wow! This place is packed! Is every rich person in Fontaine here or something? Oh, wait! The people we're after are hiding here too! It's time to get serious. Paimon knows just the thing! What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're here as honest, hard-working detectives, we might as well look the part. Too bad. Paimon doesn't have another. But she'll help you make one once this is all over. An even cooler pair.
Well, you two seem raring to go. Good to see you're not nervous. But remember, the key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing, tone down the emotion. We don't want to stand out.
Yelan? It is you, right? It must be you!
Well, I am the current owner of the Yenshang Tea House after all, as well as an honored guest at this auction. So, I thought something with more of a Fontainian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
No, not at all!
All right. Well, let the vacation begin. We have an auction to crash. You two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great team! But now that we're at the auction, what's our actual game plan?
This time your mission is simple. Take this dossier and pay attention to the items being auctioned. When the Dark Financier's antiques are up, all you need to do is bid. We want to drive up the price and create a bidding frenzy.
Wait, so we get to actually take part in the auction?
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit. So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The more chaos we create, the better. The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his trusted agents here. The buyer's likely someone disposable, a scapegoat of sorts. After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. Our target should be among them. And I'm sure he's terrified, because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, It's game over for both Corday and the Dark Financier. Not to mention the buyer has limited funds at his disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bidding.
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would make her pretty nervous too.
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the bidding to keep an eye on things. And to see if anyone starts to squirm. One thing going wrong might not be enough to slip him up. But target him again and again, and trust me, he'll feel the heat. Once the auction is over, we'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have a nice little chat.
Yeah! We're on a winning streak, and we're not about to let up.
He's acting strange, and there's something off with his attire. No mistake, that's our guy. His tea aficionado pin is a special color. Most likely to make it easier for Corday to keep tabs on him and the situation as a whole. Which means the two don't know each other well at all. That's something we can use to our advantage.
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique painted vase. Should be a wonderful addition to my home decor.
Did you see those tea sets from Chenyu Vale? People were bidding on them left and right. My goodness, those final numbers. Far too high for my pocketbook.
This was not how it was meant to go. Where did those two come from?
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
You! I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis. If the person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
No, this can't be happening. The boss said that even if I got sent to the fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth shut and he would find a way to get me out. And he even paid me $3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few more years. But then, one auction goes wrong. Just one. And what? He's afraid I'm gonna talk? So now I'm just collateral damage?
You're risking your life to do this guy's dirty work and pad his pockets with even more cash. Compared to what he's making, what you get in return are nothing but the scraps.
I've got at least 70 people just like you locked up in the Maison Gardiennage. Need them to tell you where this ends?
No need. I'm guessing you're offering me a way out. What do you need me to do, officer?
All you need to do is arrange a meeting with your boss and have a little chat.
My boss, he's extremely careful about that kind of thing. I've only met him 3 times, to pick up the advance, to go over the plan, and to get the funds for the auction. The best I can do is take you to the place I'm supposed to deliver the goods. There's a certain method I can use to get in contact with him in case of emergencies.
All right then. But first, we need to search your home for evidence related to the case.
Phew! Mission accomplished! You managed to get through to him so fast, Yelan! Paimon almost couldn't believe it!
Well, he was already nervous and uncertain. All it took was a sincere negotiation. Once I laid his interests out on the table, it didn't take much for him to realize he stands to gain more with us than his boss. Plus, we had some very convincing performances to help seal the deal. Especially you, officer. You make an excellent hitman.
Well, it's been a while since I've gotten to tap into a villain like that. Thought I could've pushed it a little more, honestly.
Are you kidding? Paimon felt like she was face to face with one of our bad guys of the week!
Well, what's next, Yelan? Want me to go after Corday or Dodamani?
The Sumeru authorities have Dodamani covered. They're just waiting on our signal, and they'll nab him once he makes it back to Beta Harbor. The Millilith are pursuing Scamface, so that just leaves Corday. Tail him, but be sure to keep your distance. We don't want him to tip anyone off.
You got it. I love it when a plan comes together like this.
All right then. We'll reconvene 12 hours from now, when our new double agent will lead us into the Lion's Den. It's time for the Dark Financier to face the music.
All right, this is where the boss told me to bring the goods. This area is full of apartments and warehouses for rent. The Maison Gardiennage came through not too long ago to keep trouble off the streets. I guess boss thinks it's safer to operate right under their noses. Now, to arrange an emergency meeting, we need to activate a series of mechanisms to send him a signal. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea how to activate them. The only hint boss gave was that the code had something to do with colors. Maybe he was planning to give me more information after the auction, but that plan fell through, obviously.
Paimon was hoping it would be smooth sailing at this point. But no, of course. There's yet another obstacle. Well, after all the investigating it took us to get this far, figuring out what to do with these mechanisms should be a piece of cake.
If all goes to plan, this should be the last phase of the investigation. It's a shame, I know, but all good things must come to an end. All right, then let's see those detective skills in action.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
All right, the mechanisms have been activated. Now, all we have to do is wait for our target to take the bait.
You know what? For some strange reason, Paimon's not nervous at all.
My dear Monsieur Diderot, here to make excuses for your complete failure at the auction? Or to fish for a bigger cut? Accidents happen, of course. What I care about is whether you have the spine to deal with the consequences.
So you do believe in consequences. Seems a bit ironic, coming from the likes of you.
Oh? A trap, I presume. I've set a fair share of those myself. I suppose it's about time I stumbled into one set by someone else. No matter. Sometimes you take a chance on someone who turns out to be a disappointment. It's happened before. It's not easy to earn the dark financier Rovere Pelliccia's respect, but I must say, you three detectives are a force to be reckoned with. I suppose congratulations are in order. 6 months of planning and execution was all it took to take down a Mora laundering organization decades in the making. I have to hand it to the Fontaine and Liyue authorities. Your operation really has been a roaring success.
Why is the dark financier so polite? Not the kind of crime boss Paimon was expecting.
Oh, do be serious. You thought you'd corner me, and then what? I just surrender?
Why is the dark financier so polite? Not the kind of crime boss Paimon was expecting.
If you want to do this the easy way, then yes. You know you're out of options.
For 2 months, I've watched you and Officer Edler dismantle my organization piece by piece. As you cut off my limbs, gouged out my eyes, deafened my ears, I was helpless to stop it.
So you're planning on taking us down with you, is that it? Never heard that one before.
My livelihood is in tatters, Agent Yelan. Hundreds I had working under me, hundreds. And now, they're either locked up or useless. Corday is the only one who still has some value. My Mora laundering days are over, we both know that. And considering how your operation's been progressing, it was only a matter of time before you locked on to me. I'm usually one to quit while I'm ahead, but you see, there's only so much a man can lose before he starts to get rather angry. So, Agent Yelan, even if the only score I get to settle here today is ending your precious life, well, that's a high I'll ride straight to the bank.
Ah! Clockwork Mecha! Paimon takes back what she said! This isn't very polite at all!
An old military model. Bet these go for big bucks on the black market. You two have been a huge help, but this fight is mine. 'Cause as it so happens, he isn't the only one who has a score to settle here. If he wants to bring on the drama, then I'm more than happy to give him a show. Busted! Really? Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Unbelievable. You've bested me. Fair and square.
Any last words? Perhaps a bit too dramatic, isn't it? I'd rather not give a soapbox to a piece of scum like you. No, I think I'll say my piece instead. You can pretend to have seen the error of your ways, but it doesn't matter, because you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. And every moment of every day you'll be cursing the greed that put you there. Every coin of dirty money that you've pocketed over the years is just another nail in your coffin. And all you'll be able to do is curl up in the corner of your cell like a dying animal and waste away whatever remains of your pathetic life.
You're not a detective, no. You're some kind of demon.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd have walked away from this fight. But it's too late for that now. Whew. After 6 months of hard work, I finally get to tick off the mission accomplished box at the end of the case file. Take this guy back to the court of Fontaine to stand trial. Don't let him try anything. With any luck, we'll get to send him off to prison before the day is out. Oh, Miss Yelan, Traveler, Paimon. As a personal thanks for all your help, you deserve half of the bonus I'm getting for this case. I will also request that the Maison Gardiennage extend our utmost thanks to our partners in Liyue.
I appreciate the sentiment, Officer Edler, but that's too kind. I was just doing my job. I can't, in good conscience, accept even a single Mora. I'll have to pass up any invitations for banquets or tea tastings as well. If you want to reward someone for going above and beyond during this operation, it should be the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow. Paimon's had her detective cap on for so long, analyzing all those clues and trying to uncover their schemes, that her brain hurts. But, at the same time, she feels smarter than before. Maybe Paimon really does have what it takes to be a real detective.
Well, if you're interested in this line of work, we're heading to the Maison Gardiennage to get a confession out of these guys. Did you want to tag along?
You really mean it? Yes! 100% yes! Oh, is that okay, Traveler? Paimon's gonna go with Officer Edler and learn some cool new detective skills! Who knows? Maybe they'll come in handy someday! Alright! Then let's rendezvous outside the Palais Memonia!
Well, both our lives can get back to normal now, Traveler. After talking about it for so long, I finally have the chance to enjoy a real vacation. Mind humoring me for a bit, Traveler?